Mindset is what built my success. When I became an entrepreneur and I decided that I was going to make a change and not be a W-2 employee and instead be a 1099 employee and work for myself, the most important thing that I had was my mindset. There's a lot of negativity. There's going to be a lot of people who will tell you that you can't do what you want to do and that all of the things that you see as positives could be negatives, or for any reason you can't do it, or it's not worth it, or any of these things. And when I got into business, there were so many people who were telling me that it just wasn't worth it, it wouldn't make any sense, there's no money in it, and all these things. But what I realized is that my future lives here, right? So if I have a positive mindset all the time, then I know I will always, run into things that may not be good. I may run into failures, but I will always have that positive mindset to back me up. And I will never theoretically lose, right? If I just continue to keep that good mindset and continue to push forward and keep the idea that I can never fail. So my goal for 2026 is to try and not let anything get to me in a sense of where I'm going to throw out time during the day because of one thing that happened. I want to keep my mindset strong all day. I want to keep moving forward, keep the ball rolling forward, and never stop that ball because of one thing that happens during the day. It kind of goes back to Ryan Serhant's 1,000-minute rule. If you haven't looked into that, look it up. Ryan Serhant is an awesome guy. Some of the things that he talks about, all the things that he talks about are amazing, and they are important to listen to, especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're in real estate and you are an entrepreneur. These are things that you really want to watch from him and soak in. But the 1,000-minute rule is the idea that you have 1,000 minutes in the day to be productive, right? So if you have about 1,400 minutes in the day, right? But if you eat, sleep, whatever, like a normal human being, you give or take around 440 minutes of those 1,400 minutes. So you're looking at about 1,000 minutes in the day. And you have to think of your time as a bank. Your time is your most valuable resource. So if for any reason you have $1,000 in the day and you lose 1 or 2 or 15 of those dollars to a bad experience or so-called a bad purchase, are you going to take the other $985 and just throw it out the window? No. So that kind of comes down to keeping that mindset that every minute in the day, you have the opportunity to have a positive ROI and be productive. So are you going to throw that money out the window, or are you going to continue to push forward and use every dollar in your hand to have a positive ROI? So that kind of will tie it all back around to your mindset. If you have a unbreakable mindset that you will succeed, and that no matter how many failures you find, no matter how many times you are on the wrong end of the stick for any reason, will you stop being motivated? Will you stop letting the ball roll forward? Or will you continue forward? Will you continue to harbor a good mindset? And will you continue to go and reach your dreams, reach your goals, and be a better person overall? So mindset is super, super important when trying to be successful, trying to reach goals, because the only thing that you really have when it comes to mindset is what's going on in your head. So manifest the life that you want, think about the life that you want, and continue to think about those things every single day relentlessly. There's a Brian Tracy quote. I'm not going to say it necessarily correct, but a man is what he thinks about every single day, or a man becomes what he thinks about every single day. So if you think about every single day your goals, your dreams, you will have no choice but to take action on those things, right? You will be forced almost by your head to take action in making those dreams come true. You will take actions in trying to push those goals forward. So keep that good mindset. Don't ever slip. It's going to be hard, right? But if you stay strong, you will have no choice but to find success. And if you use your failures as stepping stones and experience towards success, you will have a lot easier time getting there. So, anyways, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you liked the video, please drop a like down below and subscribe. Still getting into this whole YouTube thing, trying to make these videos as good as I possibly can. Trying not to blab so much, trying not to say as much, but like I said with the mindset thing, I'm just going to keep the mindset that these YouTube videos are out there helping somebody at some point in time. And that might not be today, but maybe in the future, somebody's going to scroll down on my YouTube, right? After all of the thousands of videos that I have, and they're going to see these videos where I started. And that might help that person either become a successful YouTuber or become a successful person or reach their dreams and reach their goals, because they'll see a guy who is a normal human being just trying to make a way for themselves. So with all that being said, everybody have a wonderful day, and until next time.